Catalytic converters seem like one of those car parts nobody thinks about until their check engine light blinks on. Or worse, someone steals it off your Prius at 3 a.m. But hidden inside is some of the cleverest chemistry in modern engineering. Basically, you have a tiny, super efficient chemical factory under your car. Its job? Take the grossest emissions, carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides, unburned hydrocarbons, and transform them into boring, much less harmful gases before they hit the open air. This magic trick is done by coating a ceramic honeycomb with precious metals, platinum, palladium, and rhodium. These are absolutely not cheap. Think $1,500 per ounce expensive. But you only need a few grams per converter for enormous pollution-busting power. As exhaust gases pass through, these metals are the catalysts. They don't get used up, which feels like cheating. Instead, they help break chemical bonds and rearrange atoms in milliseconds, handling about 99% of harmful emissions when everything's running properly. Here's what the converter tackles. Carbon monoxide, CO, which is straight up poisonous, nitrogen oxide, NOx, which makes smog and acid rain, and hydrocarbons, basically the stuff that gives old cars their signature "you" smell. First stage, reduction. Nitrogen oxides hit the rhodium, which yanks out their oxygen atoms. Suddenly you have free nitrogen, which is safe and already makes up 78% of the air, and oxygen, ready for the next step. Second stage, oxidation. Platinum and palladium help stick that free oxygen onto any lingering carbon monoxide, turning it into carbon dioxide. Not exactly green, but much less deadly to people standing nearby. Crack open the chemistry textbooks and you'll see two main reaction formulas at play here. If your check engine light's on, though, there's a good chance something upstream is messing up the delicate air-fuel balance. The whole system falls apart, and the converter's efficiency might crash by 50% or more. And if your engine runs rich for too long, too much fuel, not enough air, you can totally ruin the catalyst's surface. Think of it as blocking all the tiny noble metal workstations inside. Pro tip: converters work best when they're hot, around 400 degrees 750 era. Short trips in winter in Portland or anywhere really barely give them time to do their job. If you're mostly running 2-minute errands, you're not getting full cleanup. One common pain point is catalyst poisoning. It's exactly what it sounds like. Lead, sulfur, even antifreeze leaks will coat the metals and make them about as useful as old chewing gum. That's permanent damage. No mechanic is going to scrape them clean. Replacing a stolen converter might sting more than a speeding ticket. Since it's basically a chunk of precious metals, scrap thieves can flip it for hundreds, if not thousands. The pro move? Get an anti-theft shield, or at least park in a driveway with cameras. Next time someone grumbles about emissions rules, remember, one converter typically removes 90% of regulated pollutants over 100,000 miles. That's billions of tons of poison avoided, just from a bit of clever chemistry. I'm Scott in Portland, and frankly, I wish more industrial engineering felt this sci-fi.